Greetings! Hi, it's me, Kerie, Crystal Moonrise. Welcome to this episode of Kerie's Quick Tarot. This video is brought to you by my website, legacykeyleaf.com. It is a spiritual gift shop. Let's just call it that, okay? It's got all kinds of amazing things that can help you feel high vibe, grounded, chill, and relaxed, and release all kinds of things. All kinds of energies can be released by acquiring some items at my shop. So, do yourself a solid, as they say, and check my shop out. So, I also have a song out, y'all. It's called Feels Good by Empress Kerie, because who doesn't want to feel good? That song was actually inspired by a time in my life where I was discovering the concept of womb healing. What is womb healing? Womb healing is helping to balance out that sacral chakra. Okay, what's the sacral chakra? The color associated with the sacral chakra is orange. Represents creativity, amongst other things. So, if you want to learn more about how to balance out your sacral chakra, and if you're a female and you kind of want to do some healing of your womb, any traumas of the past or present that you may need to address and overcome, consider looking into the sacral chakra healing, okay? And I have some things at my shop that can help with that. But definitely check out my song, Feels Good, because it was inspired by that action of healing my sacral chakra, okay? A very serious thing, because there are people out there who know how to attack one's sacral chakra. Folks who want to attack one's ability to be creative and create. And once you're aware of those types of shenanigans, then you do things to discover how to protect yourself and repair, right? Isn't it about repair and then protect? Because sometimes you don't know how to protect what you don't know needs to be repaired. Okay? So, if you're listening to me right now, consider digging into getting some clarity on the sacral chakra, okay? You'd be surprised some of the things that you may discover as you do your own research. Okay, that was a very long intro. Oh, Empress Kerie is the name associated with the song Feels Good. That's me. All right, so what else do I want to tell you? I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone who tunes in to watch my content. Yeah, I don't get straight to the video because I don't have to. It's my channel and I can do what I want to, right? And what I want to do is talk sometimes before getting into the cards, because it helps me and hopefully it might help some of you out there as well. And that's okay. I'm okay with it, because what I'm not going to do is focus on doing a whole lot of people pleasing. So, I'll just leave that there. Okay? Alright. So, let's begin. So, thank you to all those from the north, the south, the east, the west, all over the globe and beyond. Thanks to those of you who tune in to show your support. Okay, and those that give those thumbs ups, those hearts, those likes, the comments, the subscribes, it's all very much appreciated. And so I definitely wanted to take a moment to say thank you. All right, so I'm going to get into it. Gotta see what's going on in the energy. What do I need to pay attention to that I can help bring to the forefront for whoever's going to be tuning into this video? Let's see. I like to sage my cards before a reading because it helps to clear the energy from the previous session or any lingering energy that may be hanging out. Alright, so now that that's done, let's get started. Alright. So, all right. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me, please help guide this message. Thank you. Please allow me to discover, discern the message that needs to be shared during this reading. Thank you. And I ask that divine balance be restored and maintained. Thank you. All right, so let's see what's going on. Thank you. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me, please help guide this message. Thank you. What is it that I need to show during this reading? Thank you. For anyone who's going to be watching this content, what is it that needs to be brought to the forefront? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We've got the Ace of Cups. Wow, that's lovely. Aces, new beginning, right? Cups, emotions. Someone's experiencing a new beginning with emotions. So, is that a relationship? Is that self-love, self-care, personal development? What is it for you, for whoever is resonating with this message? Oh, and I will also say that this video is for entertainment purposes. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, so we're starting off really nice. Ace of Cups. Let's see if there's anything else to go along with that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And on this card, the picture is showing a hand from the sky. So kind of like a gift from above, right? A gift from above to have a new start with emotions, a new fulfillment of love for someone out there. Is that someone you, whoever's watching this or resonating with this? Let's see. There's a lot of times where we are, we experience relationships that don't go so well, others that go well. But through it all, especially through the ones that don't go well, what did we learn from those situations? Were there any lessons that were learned from those situations? What's the point of going through a situation if you're not going to learn the lesson? Otherwise, you'll be put into the position to have to go through that type of a situation again. But if you learned the lesson, then you are less likely to repeat the situation, right? All right, so we've got the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles after that. Let's see. So the Hierophants usually represent spiritual leaders, okay? So it appears that there's a great emotional new beginning for a spiritual leader, okay? Or someone who has an authority positioning, okay? And Ace of Pentacles, and so also gifts from the divine of foundation and of resources. So property and resources, a new beginning. Ooh, I want to show these where y'all can see them. Okay, and then we've got this Temperance card, okay? Temperance usually represents balance, okay? So, because, if you're resonating with this message, because you're being balanced, you're being gifted with a brand new opportunity in experiencing some emotions with a potentially a relationship. I don't know, you know your situation, or maybe I do have some insight because we're being shown the insights, right? So an emotional new start on the up and up, okay, a spiritual leader is having, and some resources, some property, and all of these gifts. These are gifts from the divine, meaning nobody can take them from you, okay? Nobody can take what the divine, what source, creator of all is giving. Okay, and this is the balance card, so just remain balanced. So perhaps you got balanced in order to be able to be in the position to acquire these wonderful gifts. So stay balanced, okay? And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So this is someone here who's kind of looking at some resources, some property, some money, some money. Pentacles typically represents financial resources. They're kind of looking at their financial resources with a little bit of a pout, maybe a little bit of, how are they going to improve their situation, how they're going to get their money up, right? And it seems that is something that is being reflective of someone who's in a leadership position that is really good at communicating. All right, so there's someone that's really good at communicating with their words, because swords represents communication and sometimes strategy. So someone who's very strategic in their communication is trying to figure out how to improve their financial resources. Okay, so it's kind of like two stories here. So we've got someone who's trying to figure out how to get their money up, and then we've got someone who has been gifted from the divine with some resources. Okay, we've got two situations here. So I'm going to see if there's anything more to this. The bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Swords. This is representing someone who's being a little bit blind to the truth. Okay, Source, higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me. What other bits of information can be offered for this reading for whoever is going to be tuning in and resonating with this? Thank you. Thank you. So we've got all right, Knight of Cups. All right, so Knight of Cups is someone, knights are typically messengers. So there's a messenger coming in with a cup of emotion. So there's a messenger coming in from this King of Swords, okay, situation, who wants to offer a cup of interest, okay, of love interest for someone, okay? All right, so we've got two stories, or one story with two situations. We've got a situation where there's a spiritual leader who is being gifted from the divine, and as long as they remain in a balanced situation, they're going to get or continue to get an abundance of resources, financially, property wise, and also emotionally. Okay, and then we've got this other person on the other hand who is trying to figure out how to get their resources improved. Someone who is a strategic communicator, and they want to send a message of an interest for someone that they want to send a message. They like somebody and they want to send that person a message. Okay, so perhaps this King of Swords person who's trying to get their money up is trying to send a message to this spiritual leader person who's got all this abundance of emotions, emotional stability, financial stability, and resources, as long as they remain balanced. So is this a communication that someone wants to send? Let's see. I noticed this King of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So let's see what's going on. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me. What else? What is going on with this story? So we've got the spiritual leader who is being rewarded with all of these gifts, and then we've got this strategic communicator who's looking to increase their resources and offer a cup of interest emotionally to someone. So who is that someone that they're trying to, that this King of Swords is looking to send this communication to, of this interest? Is it to this Hierophant leader, the spiritualist? Or what should this spiritualist be made aware of about this King of Swords with regards to? All right. Okay. So it's to this Empress, okay? So the King of Swords, who's trying to get his money together, or his resources together, or whatever he's deliberating about in this picture, this strategic communicator wants to offer some type of emotional interest to an Empress that he wants to have a Four of Wands situation with, so some passionate new beginning with. And this card is representing passions. Okay. All right, so there's an Empress that this King of Swords is looking to communicate with. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides. Okay. Okay. All right. So it seems that there's, okay, so now there's an Emperor on the table who has to pack up and go somewhere and has to be strong about it. So is that a no? I'm hesitating because I want to make sure I'm giving the right information about this. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me. It's messy. There's a new beginning, a collaboration with the High Priestess. Alright, I'm going to have to back all of this up in a moment to get a full, and then this, I have two more cards that were face down. I'm going to see what they are. There's a privileged lady with a new start, a new cycle. The cycle's been closed, a new cycle is beginning. Alright. Whoa. There's a lot of what they would consider, or what is considered, major arcana on the table. So we've got a king, an empress, high priestess, a hierophant. These are all very top level individuals. When I say top level, I'm referring to leadership. Okay, so the okay, I'm gonna continue. And then we've got this Two of Cups situation. So there is a union potentially going on. Okay, I'm gonna have to back this all up. So let me do that. Put these cards in the orders that they came out. All right, let's make this, tie this together. So there's someone who has been offered or being gifted a brand new start, a brand new emotional start from the divine. Okay, that individual seems to be someone who is in a leadership position, a spiritual leadership position. Okay, that individual is also being offered or gifted from the divine property, resources, abundance. Okay, so this person's basically being rewarded from the divine. Okay, and that is a balanced outcome to whatever the situation is, as for why this individual is being rewarded. Okay, so it is in the best interest of that individual to remain balanced. Okay, that's there. Next, we've got a situation where there's someone who is observing their property, their resources, their finances, and deliberating, trying to figure out how to improve it. Okay? Seems that that individual is someone who's very strategic in communication, in leadership. Okay? And that person wants to send a message that they have an interest, that they want to communicate to someone. Okay? So, who is the someone? The next card that came out was the Empress card. Okay? So, perhaps the Empress is the individual who was referenced in this first set of cards. Okay? The person who's being gifted from the divine. The Empress. Okay? So, this King of Swords person wants to communicate to the Empress, okay, that he is interested in starting some type of emotional situation with the Empress. Okay, an Empress figure. Empress energy basically is someone who is loving, kind, caring, supportive, emotionally stable, passionate, creative. Okay, an Empress individual represents all of the queens in the tarot deck. Okay, so she's all 4 queens in one, an Empress. Okay. So this King of Swords wants to send a message saying that he wants to start something with the Empress. Okay? All right. What is the something that he wants to start with the Empress? He wants to start a family, potentially, with the Empress. Okay? He wants to start some type of collaboration that lands in a 4 of Wands situation. 4 of Wands represents a new beginning, a new passionate, creative beginning. Okay. All right. And then that landed with the Ace of Wands. And this Ace of Wands card, when it's talking about passions and relationships, is referring to someone who is extremely passionate about wanting to get with the individual that is referenced. Okay, meaning he really likes that Empress and wants to have some relations with the Empress. That's what that means. All right. Then we've got this card here, Emperor. Emperor figure is someone who is a leader, a business owner, someone very extremely successful. Okay. All right, and then with this individual, and a ruler, so someone who is very talented with ruling, okay? Not necessarily creative with it, but very good at giving orders, okay? An Emperor. And we've got this 10 of Wands card, which basically symbolizes that this Emperor figure has to pick up their skill set and take it elsewhere. Okay? All right. So the question is this Emperor figure the same individual as this King of Swords individual? Is this the same person? Possibly. I'm going to set it aside as its own set of cards. Okay? So, with them having to pick up their skill set and go somewhere else to be, to lead, that individual has to be strong, okay? And they have to figure out their own new beginning, okay? So, it seems that I am now going to group all of these cards together. Okay, so I've got this Seven of Pentacles card with this King of Swords card. Okay, so basically saying that this King of Swords and the Emperor are one and the same. Okay, and that although this King of Swords person, this person who really wants to communicate that he likes, okay, this Empress figure, and really wants to have a new start with this Empress figure. He wants to have relationships with this Empress figure because he feels that he is an emperor. Sweaty. He's got to pack up and go elsewhere, so that's a no. He's got to be strong about that, and he's going to have a new beginning somewhere else. Okay, so basically it took that Four of Wands card and reduced it to a Three of Wands. Okay, all right. So now, okay, so this is shaping up properly the way in these groupings. Okay, so now there is a collaboration, okay, for a High Priestess. So the question is this High Priestess, a High Priestess is someone who is extremely intuitive, gifted. Okay, so is this High Priestess the same energy as this Hierophant? Okay, I would venture to say that it is. Okay, so I'm going to group these two sections together. Okay, but first I'll show the story. So there's a collaboration happening for a High Priestess. Okay, someone who's extremely intuitive. Okay, and then this Nine of Pentacles card is something that's going to allow this High Priestess energy to continue to create a safe environment, to create more and more abundance, okay, for herself. She has closed out a cycle, and a new cycle is beginning. And then there's an opportunity for her to, or for the High Priestess energy to be in a relationship, okay? Now, the reason why I'm going to connect this group with this group, okay, even though it was all one story, it's because it flows in a way that tells this Hierophant, this spiritual leader slash High Priestess intuitive energy has a story separate from this King of Swords Emperor energy. Okay, all right, so tying it together now, the gift from the divine for someone who is basically having a brand new start with emotions. Okay, brand new emotional start, a brand new start to start whatever they want with regards to having a brand new emotional beginning. Emotional beginning, what does that mean? That means someone really went through a lot of emotional turmoil, but now they're in a position to be gifted the ability to not have that type of turmoil anymore. Okay, happiness. Someone's being gifted with being able to be happy. Okay, that person's a spiritual leader, a spiritualist of sorts. Okay, who is also being gifted with resources, a new start with resources and properties. Okay, a gift for being balanced and remaining balanced. Okay, there's going to be some collaborations happening. Okay, and the individual is going to be able to continue to be intuitive and use their intuition in those in this collaboration. Okay, there's the ability to be creative and continue to build and create more and more abundance, okay? Because there's a brand new cycle, a brand new start. And it seems that that brand new start with a brand new situation to experience real love is happening for this individual, okay? So this person gets real love. This individual here, okay, it's King of Swords energy, who wants to offer something to the Empress energy. This Empress energy really belongs over here with this pile, but I'm going to keep it here because it gives us a reference point of who this King of Swords is trying to express an interest towards, okay? This Empress energy. He really wants a brand new start with her, okay? Really likes her. He looks at himself as being an emperor, okay? Emperor, strong leader, successful, whatever. But his answer is no, and he has to pack up and go somewhere. We don't know where that is, but he's got to be strong about it and build elsewhere. Start over. Brand new canvas. Right? It's not left with absolutely nothing. There's something, but he has to put in some hard work. It may be some diligent work, right? He's got a skill set. So he's got some things that he can do to turn this barren land into something, right? Perhaps with his ability to really communicate and be strategic, you know, he can turn that barren land into something not so barren. All right. So that gives us these two piles. I know this is not the typical way that tarot is read, but I do my own thing, and I'm okay with that. So hopefully this message resonated for someone out there, and if it did, then we've got some insight into two stories here. Okay, someone who's gonna have that brand new start in love and all those things that come with whatever that might be for them, and then someone who's gonna have to kind of like start over and do something different for themselves. Okay, all right. So thank you so much for your time. I had an enjoyable experience discovering this story. Right? My table's a little crunched, so there's not a whole lot of space to lay things out all over the place. I'm sure I could rearrange things and make it a little bit, wider so that I'd have more opportunity to lay things out. But until then, it's how it's been. I'm okay with that. So, thank you for your time. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that fun social stuff. Again, thank you for all of those who watch me from the south, the north, the west, the east, and vice versa, or however that needs to be flipped around. I'm Kerie Crystal Moonrise. Check out my song Feels Good, and it's available on all streaming platforms. And what else can I tell ya? I'll see you when I see ya. Peace. Feels good, feels great.